Hey guys, I hope you're doing well. I don't normally make 2 videos in one day, but I just made a video and then I realized that I didn't put this in it and I feel like it actually doesn't fit in the video I just made, so I'm gonna make 2 videos, but this one's going to be short. This is on the toilet paper epidemic going on in the US. The fact that there seems to be no toilet paper whatsoever anywhere in the US. I want you to know and understand that if you don't have toilet paper, it's not the end of the world. Please take this to heart and in good humor and don't send me nasty messages, but there are many countries that do without toilet paper, okay? The Philippines being one of them. You go to the restroom anywhere in any public place, and if you want toilet paper, most of the time you have to buy it. Culturally, they just take their left hand and water to clean themselves and then thoroughly wash their hands afterwards. Now, I'm very thankful that you can buy toilet paper in the Philippines because, as many of you know, this is what my left hand looks like, and cleaning myself with my left hand would not go very well for me. But many Filipinos do it, and that's just what they're used to, and they're also used to like not sitting on the toilet and just squatting. They're just, they've done it for years. You go to India, it's the same thing. There is a reason all the way back to biblical times that people don't shake with the left hand. In biblical times, people cleaned themselves with their left hand. It's considered to be unclean or dirty. And so there are still some countries that are not, these first world countries that are still developing. That's what they do. And honestly, some of their ways of life, some of their concepts are good in the sense of it causes less trash and less pollution. They do sell toilet tissue here or toilet paper, but a lot of times they use it for blowing their nose, or they use it for drying their hands, which I kind of find funny. Or they don't. And so it took me a while to adjust to it and get used to it, and there's still many adjustments, but as the coronavirus spreads, as things happen, please put the situation in perspective. Please put your life and what's happening in perspective, because there's countries that don't have access to testing. There are people that live down the street from where we live that live in squatter villages. And if the coronavirus were to get to these squatter villages, that whole entire area would be wiped out. Because one, they don't have the means to go to the hospital or get medicine if need be. Their level of hygiene is not what ours is, and it could be very, very highly devastating. So even in your areas in the US, think about the homeless population. Think about those that aren't able to run to the store and freak out about buying toilet paper. Think about those that are on fixed income and they can only spend a certain amount each month. Yes, it's important to be prepared, but it's not important to be prepared so that you can be selfish. If you're gonna stock up, if you're gonna be prepared, please look around you. See if there's others that you can be there for. See if, you can share your resources, so it's not just all about you and what you can get, or just taking care of the people that are right in your circle, because this is gonna affect lots of people. And we need to keep that in perspective. One of the things that you can't find, or two of the things that you can't find here now, are masks, because they've all been bought out because people are afraid, and rubbing alcohol. They don't use hand sanitizer here as much, but they use rubbing alcohol. And they use rubbing alcohol a lot of times on their hands because they're using their hands to clean themselves. But the rubbing alcohol kills a lot of it. And so I feel like everybody's gonna have that one item that's gonna be really hard to find, that one or two items that are gonna be really hard to find. And everybody's gonna have their reasoning for wanting it. But I want to let you know, like, there's other options. There was one time when Thomas was little and still in diapers all the time, his bottom got a rash so bad that we started using a warm washcloth instead of wipes, because we didn't want his bottom to become raw. Like, there's other things you can use. You know, you talk about environment and taking care of things. There are people that have made their own wipes that they use on a baby's bottom, and then they just wash it. We could do the same as adults. Yeah, it's a little gross, but there are other options. I just want you to know that. And there are people out there that have been doing life without toilet paper for years, all the way back to biblical times. So take a breath, calm down, give your stresses to the Lord. It's gonna be okay. Talk to you next time. Bye. God bless.